Hey, it's Tuesday. I honestly have no plan for this week's video. Let's see, our book club book, yeah, totally abandoned that. It's not even it's not even making it to my list of books to read because I just have so many. So, so when I'm done with Harry Potter, I have a couple more books that I wanted to suggest for the book club because we both really don't seem into Girl with Dragon Tattoo, so maybe we could just blow that off for now, maybe come back to it. Everyone says it's so good though, I just don't get it from the first chapter. Like, I read the prologue, and I was like, okay, I'll get it later. And then I read the first chapter, and I fell asleep, so I'm just not into reading it. So my first choice for the next book for the book club would be, this, just Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. I think I said it right. I should say it right more often, because I love his writing. But I started reading this last year. Well, it wasn't last year. It was when I went to Disney World, and I read pretty much like half of it, I think. And then I just abandoned it. And I keep trying to start it again, and then I just don't. So I figure if it's a book club book, I'll read it. But this is just a maybe, and maybe like later, if we can't think of one, we can just read it. So it might be in your best interest to pick it up, because I really want to read it. I heard it's really good. So, the next one is one that we've both been meaning to read. That's Perks of Being a Wallflower. So I think that it'd be best if we added this to book club so that we both have motivation to read it because the other one will be reading it too. This one too, I read half of it, put it down because it was like, I don't know, I just didn't like the writing. It's just weird setup. I think it just takes some getting used to, and I just too about it. And it's really short, so we could read this in like a week. Like this could be a short book club book, like a week. And the third one is, this one is kind of big, but I had it assigned to me for reading in my English class senior year, and I read probably like the first two chapters and then sparked into the rest because I was a slacker. No, it was because it was the over the summer book, and I didn't want to spend my summer reading this, so I put it off until last week before school and just didn't read any of it. But like, it's supposed to be a good book, so if I actually read it, I think I'd like it, but just because I hadn't read it and then had to write paper on it, I like hated it. But I'm trying to go back and like revisit all the books that I blew off in high school, so I figured that this would be a good place to start because it's supposed to be really, really good. And from the chapter I read, I liked it. I just didn't want to put the time into reading it. So, recap, these three for a book club. Let me know. Next week is the last week for us to do our super notes, so I think we should do those next week. Please don't forget. Well, you won't be able to forget because I'm going to do it first. So next week, super notes. Also, this week, get back to me about the book club. Okay, well, I'll see your face on the internet on Thursday.